Hey guys, Terry here for Destructoid. So last week I had the privilege of checking out Microsoft's big Xbox 360 Spring Showcase in downtown San Francisco, which is a big event where they've got maybe 15 to 20 games that are all coming out this year on Xbox, and they've got them there, playable, you can check all of them out, do interviews, whatever. And they've got a really big XBLA section of a bunch of games that are coming out this spring, and one in particular that I wanted to check out was Minecraft, which actually got teased at E3 last year in 2011. The XBLA version, it's interesting. It's developed by, or rather it's ported over by 4J Studios, who have done a lot of ports in the past. They brought Oblivion to the PS3. They did a bunch of Banjo-Kazooie ports for XBLA a while ago. So they've got some experience in this. And I wasn't really sure what to expect going in. If you played the Pocket Edition of Minecraft, then you know that it's very bare bones. You know, there's no crafting or anything. It's basically just exploring and building, and I was kind of worried that maybe this one would be like that, but it's not at all. They've actually just made it like almost better than the PC version in a way. It looks exactly the same, but they've added a bunch more user-friendly features. So for instance, you no longer have to go online and look up on Wikipedia what crafting recipes there are, because they've got them all like built into the crafting menu. So it'll tell you what you can and cannot make based on what ingredients you have. So there's no more putting, you know, like a stick into this square on the grid. There's none of that. It knows what ingredients you have and it knows what to make based off of them. So that's really cool. They've also got a big multiplayer section, so that allows up to 4 players, split screen, or 2. You can do horizontally or vertically. It actually allows up to 8 players total online. So I really enjoyed Minecraft on XBLA. I think this might actually be the thing that gets me back into Minecraft after my year or so long hiatus. We'll see how it turns out. That's coming out this spring again. Now another game that I wanted to check out was South Park Tetterman's Revenge, which I actually thought at first was the big South Park RPG that they've been talking about. We've talked about it on our show for months now. Apparently this is a completely separate game that's also kind of being produced by South Park Studios, so they've got their hand in there. But yeah, it's not an RPG, it's actually an action platformer, which is kind of not at all what I was expecting. It was developed by Other Ocean Interactive, and the entire plot of the game is basically you've got Scott Tetterman, Cartman's half-brother, and his army of gingers, and you're fighting them off and stuff. It's a lot like the game Castle Crashers, if you've ever played that, which is another great XBLA game. So it allows up to 4 players locally or online, and of course, you know, you play as the 4 main South Park characters, all of whom are voiced by the actual, you know, I guess, well, it's just Trey Parker and Matt Stone, but they're actually doing all the voices for the game. And each character has the ability to jump. You've got a special attack for each character. So Cartman has, you know, his belly punch, which makes sense. And each character also has the ability to transform into a superhero of their choosing at certain points throughout the game. So, for instance, Cartman actually turns into the Coon, which is kind of a play on Mario's Tanuki suit. I think it just allows him to climb walls. So it was pretty cute. I actually ended up walking into that game kind of like halfway through a match while 3 other people were already playing. So maybe I didn't get like the full experience or something, but you know, I thought it was fun. A cute little South Park game. It's not the one that I've been looking forward to all these months, which is the RPG, but it might be something to tide you over in the meantime, and that is coming out on XBLA this spring as well. Now, last but not least, I wanted to check out probably the most exciting game for me at this entire thing, and I'm probably the only person who feels this way, but Trials Evolution, and they had one of the guys who actually helped create it on there to demo it, and I love the Trials series. This is just a direct sequel to Trials HD, so it's still being done by Red Links, and it's got new vehicles, which they're bikes, okay, whatever, who cares. It's got a new track editor though, which is supposed to make it way easier to help create tracks on Xbox. It's got outside levels, which is not a new concept by any means, but they actually haven't had any in this franchise at all before, so that's kind of cool. And they're introducing multiplayer for the first time, which is something that this game has needed for so many years now, and it's finally going to have it. It's going to allow up to 4 players, and it's not split screen or anything. It's all just on one screen, but the players are basically just running the track side by side. And if you've seen the game, you know that your character actually doesn't take up a whole lot of screen space. So it actually works really well, I think. And it's not, you know, too much going on the screen at the same time. If one player crashes or happens to fall behind, they'll start again from a next checkpoint and just lose whatever momentum they were having. So really excited to play the multiplayer. It was a lot of fun. I cannot wait for this game so bad. I want it here right now. That I am unfortunately gonna have to wait till spring for again, like the rest of these titles. But yeah, that's a small offering of some of the XBLA titles they had on show at the Spring Showcase. If you guys want more info, be sure to subscribe to our channel because we've got some other videos coming up later today. We're definitely going to have one on Mass Effect 3 Connect too, so watch out for that, and I'll see you later.